Good evening, I'm Yusuf Abramjee and welcome to Crime Watch. Every week at this time, we are going to take you to the front lines of crime. With an average of 57 people murdered a day in South Africa, we must win this war. Let's get to our first regular feature, real crime footage. First up, the man we are calling the Bryanston boss.
The driver of the Range Rover has just arrived home, but he is aware he's not alone. He shoots through the passenger window. Look at it again. He shoots at one of the suspects. They run away, clearly realizing they've bitten off more than they can chew. But the angry motorist is not stopping there, shooting at the suspects as they try to get away. He really is the Bryanston boss.
People wouldn't want to mess with the Bryanston boss, but these real crime videos have important lessons. To talk about that, I'm joined in the studio this evening by psychologist and criminologist, Professor Gerard Labuschagne. Good evening to you, Prof. What do you make of that particular video? Courageous or careless?
I think, if you have the resources, you have the opportunity, and you think you're capable of going ahead, yes. But it also could turn out very badly, as we'll see sometime later.
Well, the Bryanston boss is not the only average citizen who reacts unexpectedly in a crime situation. Who can forget this incredible video? An Alberton mum and teenage daughter arrived home in their Jeep recently, only to find themselves surrounded by unwelcome visitors. The mother, who was behind the wheel, takes up the story.
I was driving, stopped at my gate, at my house, opened the gate. As I was going to open the boot, I just saw this white car behind me, and I just told my daughter just to close the doors and just be calm. And the guys were starting getting more aggressive and more aggressive. In our situation, it felt like a lifetime. And she saw the guys walking around the car, and that's when she started getting panicking and she wanted to get out the vehicle. And she said to me in Afrikaans is that I can't do this, ek wil uit. And the next moment I got myself in reverse.
Well, police have confirmed that suspects have been arrested. Prof, what do you make of the behavior of that woman?
Well, I think as a psychologist, I'm just amazed she was able to keep her cool in such a situation and act with sort of forethought and planning. So that was quite just impressive from that point of view. And I think every one of us is cheering her on to some degree, but of course a very dangerous action that she did engage in.
How long does it take to make such a decision, spur of the moment?
I think it's split second. I think if you have training, it comes, part of that kicks in naturally. So I'm quite amazed. I'd love to know what her background is, if she has any kind of exposure to this kind of thing before.
Unfortunately, for every quick-thinking potential victim, there are many more slippery suspects. Take a look at this attempted car theft in Durban.
It seems like a nice day to rob a car. Look how the suspect so quickly gains entry to this vehicle. Yes, in he goes, looking around for something to steal, possibly pulling out the radio equipment, looking again, going back in, clearly quite happy and quite comfortable. But unbeknown to him, across the road, there comes the white police car. It's going to apprehend him, and no, it's not. The police car was fast, the slippery suspect even faster.
Incredible. Prof, how fast was that?
Yeah, I think luck was definitely on their side that time.
And do you think that the cops could have done better there, perhaps?
I think the fact they were paying attention to something was happening they could have easily not noticed at all was good on their side. But as I said, luck was just on the side of the suspects.
Luck indeed. Criminals may be cunning, but we are also seeing more innovation to combat crime. How about this for an idea?
The last time this computer shop was robbed, The criminals got away with every single computer. But this time, things are a little different. Look at what's exploding into the air. Those are chili pepper bombs, and they're exploding everywhere. Not pleasant. The criminals only got away with 2 computers this time.
So there are ways we can use technology to curb crime. We'll bring you real crime footage every week. Professor Labuschagne will chat to you later in the show. Up next, we go inside the Boksburg Maximum Security Prison.